last normal fall day. By normal fall day, I mean 60 to 70 degree weather before it gets cold. It's supposed to be the coldest Christmas we've had in 20 years this weekend. It's going to be actually freezing temperatures, like in the 30s. I can't remember the last time that happened in St. Pete. 20 years, probably. I have been here for 20 years. Longer than that, oh my gosh. So tonight it's supposed to drop to like 40 something, and then Friday in the 30s. Crazy. I'm wearing my super bulky grandpa cardigan that got accidentally slightly felted because it's perfect weather for it. And I will be definitely re-knitting this. It is just a little bit snugger than I want it to be. It's not perfect. So I like to have this to knock around in though. It was the only thing that was laying on the couch this morning when I got up, and it was a little chilly, so I put this on. And now I'm wearing it on our walk, although probably I will overheat and have to take it off again soon. Today is Thursday, which means no childcare today. I've got to go. What's happening today? I have to check and see what time the mall opens. They haven't opened until 11 recently, which is like, since COVID, they haven't opened until 11 a.m., which is so annoying. But I'm hoping that they'll be open at 10 because it's Christmas, the week before Christmas. I really need to get Nova a couple pairs of 3T size pants because the 2T pants are like sausage casings on her legs. She's been wearing 3T shirts for quite a while, but the 2T pants she's still been wearing because they fit her, but also because the 3T pants were just so long. But the 2T ones are just getting too tight. And she's pulling at them and I know she's uncomfortable. So I've got to go get her 3 or 4 pairs of pants because I have plenty of shorts because it's Florida. But we're about to have some really cold weather for like a week. And then we'll have some more in January. So, you know. Say hi, Nova. I don't have Nova today. I have Moana. She insisted on wearing her Moana costume. So gotta protect the baby from the elements, regardless of whether she likes it or not. I might even try to get her like 1 pair of sweatpants so that when she refuses to wear a coat, I can somehow keep her slightly warmer. So yeah, that's our plan for today. Try to go shopping in the morning, putz around, have nap time. I maybe, if I have the energy, can make pralines during her nap time because I'm making some for our neighbors for Christmas and for one other person for a present. And this afternoon we have baby class. So yeah, kind of a busy day. Bible update from yesterday. I just walked past the little free library and it is not there anymore. So somebody is living with someone else now. That makes me happy. I don't have to look at it and someone else gets to use it. found her 2 pairs of pants at Old Navy for $5 each. I did see some pants in the Macy's clearance section, but they were still like $8 a pair, and I'm not about to spend $8 a pair on pants she's gonna wear for 6 months. So we got 2 pairs at least, so that should get us through a couple of weeks. Because we do have 1 pair of 3T pants already. Actually 2 pairs because we have a Christmas pair. So that makes 4 pairs total. So we'll be fine. I do laundry a lot. That'll give me time to get to Target and see what they have. We ate some food this morning. We basically left the house because this one needed to. We have a toddler book called, it's like a toddler book series that someone gave us. And it's where the toddler is portrayed as a dinosaur. And then there's parents and it's the dinosaurs doing all kinds of things. So like, how does a dinosaur go to bed? How does a dinosaur say Merry Christmas? How does a dinosaur eat their food? And there's one that says, I love you, dinosaur. And it's all about the dinosaur being crazy. Like, the first line of the book is, you woke in the morning in such a bad mood, then sat at the table and fussed with your food. But then you blew kisses and waved from the door. I love you, my dinosaur. And it's like all of that. Like, you slapped my hand, you ran from the slide, you dragging your feet, all the things that toddlers do. Meltdown about nothing. But then you do something, and I love you, my dinosaur. And she has been so frustrated this morning. She's been talking nonstop. This is a rare moment of silence, probably because we have a pacifier in since we're in the car. She's been talking nonstop this morning. Some of it's gibberish, a lot of it's words. And getting making that sound a lot. And getting very frustrated with her toys. Like, she was trying to lay a towel out, couldn't get it straight, got super mad, couldn't stack her cups properly, couldn't fit something in a bucket that was too small. Like, everything is irritating her. So we left home, and we went and got some food. And about halfway through, what color is the light, Nova? What color is the light? It's red. That means we can't go yet. Halfway through the meal, she just turned around and like gave me a random kiss on my forehead. And I was like, oh, I love you, my dinosaur. So we went to the mall. We looked at toys. We went to Old Navy. We got 2 pairs of pants. Then we spent 10 minutes in the toy store. Then I had to get my wedding ring cleaned and inspected. I have to do that every 6 months to like keep the warranty on it. So we did that. And then we went into Macy's, and they have like a Toys R Us upstairs, a mini Toys R Us. So we looked at toys for 10 more minutes. And then the elevator was broken, so we got to go down the escalator in the stroller, which was an adventure. And this old guy was like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't be doing that. And I was like, you're telling me, sir. The elevator's broken. What do you want me to do? So now we're going home. I hope she goes to bed because she really seems to need a nap. And I need to roll out or like lay down or something. My back is killing me. What is it with Vlogmas this year? I feel like I'm having so many injuries. My back has been hurting for like 3 days, my lower back on the right side. And I thought it was originally from sleeping maybe on the bed in South Carolina. And because it kind of started hurting after a couple days up there. It's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And this morning, I can walk, but like bending over or squatting or stooping of any kind is like shooting pain. And while we were in Macy's and I was following her around, I was like putting my hand around my back and like just poking and poking. And there's a muscle spasm in a place I've never had a muscle spasm before. It's like, if you picture like your right butt cheek, like above that, where your bone is, before your back really starts. Like, it's like bottom of my lower back in the middle of the right side. There is a lump, and it is a muscle, and it is not there on the other side. There's no lump on the left side, and it hurts so bad when I push on it. So after she goes to bed, I'm going to get out my lacrosse ball and put that right on that spot and roll around on it, see if I can get that to break up at all. I took some ibuprofen as well, and maybe I'll put some ice on it, because even going for a walk this morning was hard. Like, it hurt. It still hurts. I don't know what I'm doing to myself this December. My foot hurt before. My back hurts. I chopped a hole in my thumb with a razor. The other day, I don't even think I told y'all this, I banged my elbow so hard on the corner of the wall that it hurt for, I'm not kidding, 12 hours. It just hurt like a headache in my elbow. It's fine now. There's a little bruise, but it's fine. I don't know what's happening. I just can't without injury this month, apparently. It's Christmas Eve, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Christmas Eve. I have to do a lot of things, none of which are gonna get done. I'm gonna lay on a lacrosse roll and maybe go to sleep. Probably not go to sleep, but I'm definitely not gonna stand in the kitchen and make pralines. I'll try to do that tomorrow. We're home, I put her straight to bed. I thought I was gonna feed her a snack, but she was like, night, and she said, not be sad. And I said, oh, are you sad? She's like literally crying, and she's like, no, not sad. Okay. So I thought I would show you. It's gonna be really hard to show you, but this is a lacrosse ball. It's like a hard rubber ball about the size, a little smaller than a baseball. I usually use this on my shoulder. Let me put this down. Like, if I'm laying on the floor, like my right shoulder always gives me problems, and my arm and my neck and things like that. So I'll put it like right where the knot is and literally just lay on it and kind of like move around. And it's hard, but it's not quite as hard as a baseball. So it will like work on that knot. So what I'm gonna do now is put it right here. This is where that muscle spasm is, just right there. So I'm gonna put the ball right there and then lay down on top of it and roll around for a few minutes and see if I can get it to loosen up. Fingers crossed, because so Nova's asleep. She went to sleep almost immediately. I've rolled out my back and I was gonna say I'm taking a lunch break, but I'm not supposed to be working today. Today's supposed to be my day off. So I'm taking a day off. I'm not really though. I decided to work out what size of this crochet pattern I need to make. This is the Ravelry top by Clarizabeth, who has Crochet Cakes. I've wanted to make this since the second it came out. It's so pretty to me. It is a design in sport weight yarn, and I don't have any sport weight yarn. It's certainly not a sweaters quantity in my stash, other than I have a cotton linen blend that I did swatch with, but I really did not like the texture of the swatch for a garment. It was a little thick and thin, and it made it look like lumpy and bumpy, and so I couldn't handle that. So I went in my stash and I found this yarn. This yarn came from my lovely friend Amanda. Hi, Amanda, a long time ago. And it's an acrylic. I burned the end of it. Or rather, I melted the end of it to find out whether or not it was acrylic. And it definitely is acrylic. I have no idea what kind of yarn this is, but it's definitely a fingering weight. And I have a fair amount of it. I've got, it's living in an ice cream bag that I got at Target literally years ago. Whoa, sorry. There's this much of it. So definitely enough for a top. I think that these balls are probably 50-gram balls, but I don't really know. I should weigh one. I have a scale. I should weigh it. So I did a swatch a little while ago, but I didn't measure it or anything. So I finally measured it. I put this swatch through the washer and dryer because if it's acrylic, it should be fine. And it is totally fine. It's a little wrinkly because I didn't take it out of the dryer on time, but it's fine. And so I am getting 23 stitches per 4 inches, and the pattern calls for 18 stitches per 4 inches. So I am getting 5.75 stitches per inch, and the pattern is 4.5 stitches per inch. So that's a really big difference, but of course it is because I'm using fingering weight yarn. I did some math really quickly, which I will go through with you. If numbers make you glaze over, just skip like 10 seconds. So I multiplied 5.75, which is my gauge for 1 inch, times 42.75, which is the bust measurement that I am making. I'm making it with a slight amount of positive ease. My bust size is like 38.5, 39. So that would give me a 3-inch positive ease. And then I multiply like that number divided by 2, because this is made in panels, is 122.9 stitches. The closest size in the pattern, the second to largest size, has you cast on 117 stitches, which will be fine. And I don't have my calculator, but 117 divided by 5.75 is pretty close to the bust size that I want. And I can always, because this is acrylic, stretch it a little bit if I want to and steam block it so it stays. So it's going to be a lot of crochet for my size. It's not for my size. Like if I were making my size in the pattern, it would be a lot less crochet. It would be 87 stitches. 707. So I'm casting on basically 30 extra stitches, but it will be fine. And it's a really, really simple pattern. At least at the beginning, it's worked bottom up in 2 panels. Let me show you. Let me show you again. See if I can do this without giving away the pattern. So this is the front of it. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. I don't know how long I'm going to make this. Maybe to the top of my hips, I think would be a good length. And then it has this beautiful fan detail on the front. This is what, I can find the photo. This is what the back looks like. Has that keyhole. I am not going to make the keyhole because I just personally, that's like not my aesthetic to make a keyhole. So I am either going to make a fan pattern on the back, just like the front, or just do, the pattern changes slightly when, like from here to here. I may do this pattern starting from here and just do it all the way across with no keyhole, or I may just have it be lace on both sides. I have not decided yet. I will decide when I get there. So that's fun. I don't know that I'm going to start this right now. I just wanted to know what size I'm going to make, and maybe I can. This says chain. She has you start with a chain of 117. I'm definitely going to start with a foundation single crochet instead of a chain because I want it to be 1, stretchier, and 2, if I want to go back and add a border to the bottom later, I would much prefer to have a foundation stitch to work on. But I just think the pattern is so pretty, and I bought it the second it came out. And I'm really excited to use this yarn because it's a mystery yarn. I can't like design with it because I have no idea like what it is or where it came from, but it's really soft. It's not scratchy like at all. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm also excited because for Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted, which was a little bit ago, I asked for really small things that I just need more of. And so I needed some tape measures, and I got like 6 of these in the mail from different people. So I have one in my bag already, which is so delightful. Sorry, my husband came out. He's always interrupting me when I'm doing videos. My God. Anyways, I think I was talking about tape measures. Various people sent me tape measures. And so I have 6 total tape measures that arrived in the mail. And I truly could not, like this, I don't know, it's probably a couple dollars if you buy one, or if you buy a fancy one from a yarn store, it's like 10 bucks. This is making my life so much easier already. I am literally always looking for a tape measure. I can never find one when I need one. I usually end up going into my sock bag because I always have a tape measure in there. But I have a lot of garment projects on the go, so I have to have tape measures. And so I need them and I can never find them. It's a whole thing. The other thing that I got, oh no, from Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted was a few cards with stitch markers inside. Actually, not more than a few, but actually more people sent me, some people sent me more than one. I got a bunch of stitch markers, and it has been so fun to pick out stitch markers for this project. So I need one to hold the actual yarn in place. So I picked this little strawberry. Oh my God, so cute. And doesn't it go perfectly? I also picked this one because there's gonna be 2 panels, so I'll need 2 stitch markers. This is just like a little crystal. Again, matches perfectly. And then my progress keeper, which is hopefully I can remember to keep moving it up as I go along, is this blue butterfly. So that will help me keep track of how fast I'm going, which I imagine will not be very fast at all. So yeah, I've decided what size I'm going to make. I'm hoping to get the foundation row on the front panel done tonight. Hoping to. And then what other projects do I have? The obsidian cardigan is done. It's almost dry. So I have to work on that pattern. Then I need to finish my Cozy Classic raglan. I still have sleeves and body, probably a whole nother skein of yarn to add to that. That one's knitting. When that is done, I will wind up my hot pink yarn from my lovely friend Maria to make my mix and match cardigan. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think I'm going to make this, and then I need to work on my highlighter yellow crochet garment design as well. There's lots of things going on. Plus I have a Christmas socks. Oh, let me show you the Christmas socks, okay? Is it a little late to be casting on Christmas socks? Yes, but that's okay. I knit on these during a movie last night that we watched, and I actually got this much done. These are so fun. And I think you can see that they're sparkly. Just makes me really, really happy. My first ever pair of Christmas socks. This baby woke up from her nap after sleeping only for an hour with a fever. Totally explains the sadness and grouchiness this morning. You don't feel good, Nova? So we have canceled baby class, so we can't go if we have a fever. And now we're snuggling on the couch watching The Doc is 10, which is her favorite thing to watch when she's sick. The Doc McStuffin's 10-year birthday special. And that means no baby class today, and that means no childcare tomorrow. So who knows when my Christmas Eve sermon's gonna get written? I literally have no idea. But it'll get done even if it's at midnight tomorrow night. It's gonna have to happen. I'm sorry you don't feel good, sweet pea. Sad face. You got a sad face on. What are you watching?
Doc is 10.
Doc is 10. It could shit a fever of 99.5, and she's clearly very unhappy. I gave her some Tylenol. She may, I mean, it could be teething. She has had her hands in her mouth in all this week, but I don't know. The way she looks to me does not look like teething. To say goodnight. It's 9:30. The house is empty. The dishwasher is running. Everyone's asleep. And I just have to get this vlog processed. We watched the newest Grinch tonight, the one that came out in 2018, because we want to show it to Nova, but we wanted to like make sure it was she could handle it. It's so cute. I love that movie. My husband had never seen it. It really puts everyone in the Christmas cheer spirit. So I'm gonna go to bed because who knows? She could be up in the middle of the night. And even if she's not, tomorrow's going to be a long day if she's still not feeling well. I'm going to hang out with her all morning. And then I guess when my husband gets off work, I'll go try to write a sermon for Saturday, the next day, for Christmas Eve. It's not important at all. So, yeah. Craziness. I did not end up casting on or starting the Follow Larry top. I literally just laid on the couch and watched The Grinch and didn't move. Mostly because I'm tired. Because all afternoon, like Nova barely slept, so, for a nap, and wasn't feeling well, so I'm a little tired, and I didn't have the energy to do a foundation single crochet or even knit in a circle. So yeah, maybe tomorrow will be different. Fingers crossed. See you in the morning.